tonight for Kyley Reed. The first day she walked into the gym freshman year, after I said, yeah, for tryouts, I knew she had a potential to be great. And boy, was she great. She was smart. She was athletic. She was focused. She became a great leader. She had a great sense of humor. Just talking to her a few minutes ago, kind of missed that. She handled pressure very well. Stepped up every time we asked her to. And she had a lot of pressure on her, especially her senior year. She was determined to make herself better and her team better every day. Kyley would work hard, just as hard in practice as she would in the games. And that's something you don't see a lot nowadays. She had a great knowledge of the game of volleyball, and she could play any position on the volleyball court at a very high level. What set Kyley apart from other players around the state was her excellent skill set, and her ability is very important to transition from defense back to offense without skipping a beat. Kyley was a 4-year varsity starter, holds most, if not all, of the volleyball records. And you can see in the book tonight all her records and stats. It's amazing. But I'd like to list some of her accomplishments over the 4 years. Freshman year, she was voted Team Offensive Player of the Year. Something for a freshman. Sophomore year, she was named Team MVP, made her first all-conference team, and made her first all-state team as a sophomore. Pretty impressive. Junior year, she was named tri-captain, named again Team MVP, made her second all-conference team, and then made her second all-state team, all records. Senior year, her big year. Big year for her teammates, big year for coach. She was co-captain, she was team MVP, always. Made her third all-conference team, made her third all-state team. First volleyball player to win the Gatorade Connecticut Women's Volleyball Player of the Year. As top player in the state. And a first again for volleyball, and very rare, I think, in high schools around here. She was named to the first team, All-American team in 2011 by the Volleyball Coaches Association. And she was only one of 24 girls around the country named to this team. That's an awesome thing. Finally, she ended her All-American career as a state champion. Tried to redshirt her, it didn't work. She ended as a state champion, as our team won the 2011 Class M state championship for the first and only time in school history. And Kyley was also named MVP of that tournament, not surprising. And this past weekend was our 10th year anniversary, and when we won, so hopefully Lance is listening to that a little bit. After high school, Kyley accepted a scholarship to play Division I volleyball at Rice University. First women's volleyball player out of Rocky Hill to play Division I volleyball. A few years ago, Kyley was also inducted into the Connecticut Women's Volleyball Hall of Fame, and I was happy also to attend that induction with Kyley as well. It's really amazing to look back on what Kyley has accomplished in 4 straight years. What a career, what a player. But most of all, Kyley is a wonderful person who comes from a very supportive and athletic, successful family, the Reeds, who I'm happy to call friends. In closing, it's been an honor, Kyley, to be your high school volleyball coach. I'm so happy to be here today to watch you be inducted into the Rocky Hill Athletic Hall of Fame. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present you high school All-American, Kyley Reed.
to congratulate all the inductees today, especially the 2002 state championship basketball team. And especially my wonderful fiance, Josh Reeves, a member of that team. This is a very special honor to share with you, Josh, so thank you to the committee for selecting me to be part of this class. Growing up in Rocky Hill and being part of the many sports programs it offers was a wonderful experience. I'm lucky to call this place my hometown. There are so many people who guided me through my athletic career and offered me unfailing patience and support. To the teachers, counselors, and administrators at Rocky Hill High School, thank you for all of your help and guidance as I navigated the sometimes treacherous waters of being a competitive student athlete. To Pete Asadorian, thank you for helping me elevate myself as an athlete, as you've done for so many. To my parents, Tom Reed and Dorothy Franco Reed, thank you for your patience. You guys were and are the best. Mom, I'm so glad you forced me to try out for volleyball when I was 12, although I do think it was destiny. My parents coached women's volleyball together at the University of Alabama, and I was born in the 2-week stretch between summer volleyball camp sessions and 2-a-days.
Perfect timing, Coach.
So after a 14-day maternity leave, my mom returned to the court, and there's actually a picture of us. I'm a baby, and she's holding me like a loaf of bread, and she's just carrying on this practice as usual. I love that picture. Dad, thank you for always being there, filming all of my matches, being a constant source of advice and expertise that I did not always accept with grace. And thank you both for talking on the phone with me for as long as I needed when college rolled around and volleyball got really hard. And finally, to my coach, George McKinnon, thank you for the 4 years of faith and mentorship that provided me one of my most cherished memories, our clinching of the 2011 state championship. Whenever I think of that state tournament, I get butterflies, mainly because I can't believe it actually happened. As a team, we absolutely clawed our way through each round of the state tournament, 5-game match after 5-game match, and each win of the tournament felt like a state championship in its own right. Our team played on pure grit and determination until we finally made it to the state finals, which of course we clawed our way through as well. I get chills every time I think about that final point that earned us the state title. Only a handful of players get to end their high school career on a win, let alone a win of that magnitude. And it was an absolutely perfect, unbelievable way to close that chapter. So Coach, thank you for leading us there. Congratulations again to the inductees of the Rocky Hill Athletic Hall of Fame, and thank you to the committee for putting on a beautiful event that represents such a wonderful town.